Diaspora Sacco today, we are meeting a lot of Kenyans who've come for different reasons. So tell us who you are and why you've come for the Diaspora Sacco meeting.
My name is Bernard Wasulu, and I'm very interested in the Diaspora Sacco because it brings Kenyans together. There's opportunity to harness our thoughts and our monies together and invest back home. So that's a keen thing to me.
Are you a member?
I am a member, yes.
So if the Diaspora Sacco was to work for you effectively, what would you like the Sacco to do?
I think I'm looking for opportunities to invest back home, basically, and in a way transfer the resources that we have here back home.
Well, we've had a lot of Kenyans have said that a lot of organizations from Kenya are coming here as in treating the diaspora like the cash cow. Have you been treated like a cash cow? Is there any way you want Kenyans organizations to treat diaspora? Is there any way you want them to treat us differently?
Absolutely. I think the main thing is to make sure the people back home and even the members see the difference. I know we've got lots of organizations, as you say, that treat people as cash cows, but we need to make the difference and show everybody that we can do it differently, invest back home, and have tangible results out of it.
Thank you very much. You've heard Kenyans here in the UK are talking about investing together because they have seen out there in Kenya people are doing very well with their SACCOs, and there's no reason why the Kenya UK Sacco cannot succeed just like those in Kenya. We're talking to Kenyans here at the Diaspora UK Sacco meeting, and all the way from Milton Keynes, they've come here to see what the Sacco has got to give. So tell us, why did you decide to be here today?
The main thing is to come and hear how the Sacco is being organized, and obviously look for areas whereby we can get involved and probably develop what we've got down there by getting loans and utilizing the facilities there by contributing here.
Well, I would like to say that the community in Milton Keynes is very docile. I haven't had a lot of things happening in Milton Keynes. What would you like to say about the Kenyan community in Milton Keynes?
Well, I know it's a bit docile at the moment, but it's a sleeping giant. It's going to rise up very soon and do big things.
I like that. With people like you, you need to wake them up.
Yeah.
So, well, being a Kenyan in the diaspora, we've also heard about so many of our investments that have gone wrong. So what can the government do to make sure that your investment is safe? Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, I think the biggest danger or the biggest need that we need to see is the danger of corruption, because you send your money there, you buy plots of land, and yet after a few months you find it's all not legal. If they can tackle corruption, I think that is the bedrock of encouraging people to invest. Tackle corruption, then the rest will.
Do you agree with what he said about the docility of those Kenyans in Milton Keynes, or have you got a different agenda?
No, I agree with him.
But for you to come all the way from Milton Keynes, there's got to be something you want the Sacco to do for you as an individual. What do you want the Sacco to do?
Well, I'm seeing it as a good vehicle for people to work together. And there's always progress in numbers. Many communities that have prospered is because they have the numbers, and the numbers mean more cash to do a lot for a group. So if it can succeed, or we can see proper leadership in it, which is what we tend to mostly lack, then I'm sure it will be a good vehicle for all of us to do great things as Kenyans, not only here but also in Kenya.
Thank you very much. As you've heard, we're saying Diaspora Sacco is a vehicle that we can use to invest back home safely and securely. So we want to hear from them today. What have they got in store for their members? Viewers, here we've seen today there's a lot of gents here because we never usually get a lot of Kenyan men coming out. So it was amazing to have to see a lot. But let's talk to Kenyan women because we know Kenya is going places. Women are empowered. Well, we have Jennifer here. So tell us about the women in the diaspora. How are they prospering? Is it just like their Kenyan counterparts?
Yeah, they have got groups. Most of the women in diaspora have got group and they are moving forward wherever they are, but they still have got interest to invest in Kenya. They are Kenyans. They've got Kenya at heart all the time. So that's why some of us are here today.
But for you here, tell us who you are. Are you here on an individual capacity? Are you representing an organization?
I'm here on an individual capacity, but I've got an organization behind me whom I can also liaise with to let them know what's happening in the UK Sacco.
So tell us about this organization.
My organization.
Your organization.
Yeah, my organization is called Reality International, and it's just women who work very hard and they stay in the diaspora, they stay here in the UK, and they're just there to save a little money and invest in Kenya.
So what can the Sacco do for you as an individual and also for the women group that you represent today?
At the moment, what I feel Sacco could do for us, if they sell themselves out to me, then I'm able to sell them to my women group, and all of us are looking forward to go back to Kenya at one time, and what we need is to invest in our country and go there for just, have a life as the life that we've had here.
Is there anything finally you would have wanted to say to the Kenyans in the UK about working together as a community?
I would like just to encourage them, because Kenyans are always Kenyans, and in a few meetings that have been in Kenyan meeting, they're quite a big number, and they should still work together. It doesn't matter where you come from, and I'm sure we've seen it in London, we've seen it in other places like Milton Keynes and Manchester. They've got groups that are, very big groups, and even when we have got problems or trouble or somebody has been lost, we always come together, pull together, and we do get together to solve our problems.
What is your aim? You have joined the Diaspora Sacco. What is your aim? What do you want them to do for you?
First and foremost, I want to appreciate what the impact of diaspora community is with regards to national development and in terms of the financial impact that it has to our national economy. And you can only get better by being together. There's a saying in Swahili that says, kidole moja hakiwezi kuua chawa. So by being in a cooperative movement, we are enhancing our capacity as a community to be together and pool resources for the good of our nation.
So here we are having Kenyans from the diaspora, all over Liverpool, Milton Keynes, London. So which community do you represent? And tell us a little bit about that community.
Generally, I represent the diaspora community in London. It's a very enormous, diverse community with diverse interest. Our hope is that by being together, as Londoners coming from different verge of the nation, we are able to put together our ideas and help one another to prosper with our earnings in diaspora.
What do you want the Diaspora Sacco to do for you as a Kenyan here in the UK?
They have said that they are going to talk about houses back home, rental houses, or accommodation, personal accommodation. So I'm looking forward to that.
As a Kenyan in the diaspora, what challenges do you face trying to invest back home?
There is uncertainty, obviously, because of the insecure climate. That is a huge challenge.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And you're looking very beautiful today. So with a beautiful smile. So tell us, why decide to come to the Diaspora Sacco today?
I just want to see what it has to offer. I mean, I'm open-minded, so I just want to know what is there, what is in store for Kenyans, or not necessarily even for Kenyans, for anybody who would want to invest in Kenya.
Fantastic. So as a Kenyan, what do you want the government to do in terms of securing your investment?
I think open more avenues for people to invest and be a little bit more transparent, because I think there's an information gap in terms of investment, because you just hear of it but you don't know exactly how to go about it, and are you, like he mentioned, are your investments protected if you engage in such kind of investment? So that's what I would want to know. More information and more sessions which are forward thinking in terms of, yes, I can invest so much, over what duration of time, where can I invest, how will I get my returns, are my interests protected, am I just going to lose money after a certain period of time? Those are things I'm thinking about.
Fantastic. Viewers, this is not a joke. Kenyans are talking about the safety of their investment, the security of their investment. There's been so many rogue people out there coming to the diaspora trying to say, yes, we can invest your money for you. So we're asking the government of Kenya, we need to cut down those rogue platforms that are trying to just get money off the diaspora. We work very hard for this money, and we want to make sure as we struggle to build our motherland, our investment are protected. So far, why did you come to this meeting of the Diaspora Sacco? How are you feeling about the Sacco representing you?
Wow. It's been a year since last I came here for the same meeting. And I'm looking positive. There are a lot of things to look forward to. There have been a bit of little miscommunication or less communication to know what is going on. But I'm hoping that will be brushed up and we can see the moving forward of the party.
Everybody's just talking about how they want their money to be safe in Kenya. Have you felt that there's going to be difficulties in the security of your money in Kenya, either through the Sacco or through other investment avenues? What challenges do you accept?
I believe there will be challenges, but if we get the right leaders, that can be sorted out. People with the knowledge to manage our money. At the moment, maybe something to think about and see who we can bring in to manage our funds in Kenya.
So what do you know about investment in Kenya? You know, there's an investment in different places, but everybody now, especially that we are Kenyans here, we're talking about investing in Kenya. What do you know? Where would you be interested to invest in Kenya as well?
Well, I'm the partner of Esther, and as you can tell, I'm Mzungu, not Kenyan, and we're considering having a joint bank account, joint membership of Sacco, and possibly buying property at a low level, just residential property in the first instance, in a nice way, because I am a British person, although I've been to Kenya several times. Before I knew about Sacco, I considered investing in Kenya, but I was concerned about security and corruption and things related. I don't wish to be rude. And I never did it years before when I could have, and only just this year since I learnt about Sacco I've been willing to consider it, because it seems to us that that's the way to get the kind of security that I would want, to be willing to invest as a British person through my partner and through people we know in Kenya, to have the security around us. Before we came here today, we met with Steve, and we have some contact with the bank already, with a view to possibly borrowing money and investing in residential property, but wanting to have the security of that being smooth. And also, to be honest, the other thing is, for myself, I would only do this if I could be absolutely guaranteed that the return on investment of that money would be better than the return on investment in the UK, and safe. Investment in the UK is completely useless. Yes, I've invested money and I have nothing net because of the poor rate of interest, but if on a reasonable return with security, then I would invest in Kenya, and I would do that because of Sacco.
There's so many people investing in Africa now, because people are saying the investment in Africa is the one place that the returns are high. What is a big interest for you to go, apart from having a partner from Kenya, to actually go and invest in Kenya?
Well, over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been to Kenya a couple of times for extended periods, a couple of months, and just really love the country, the people. Everything about it. I have some understanding of the economic political situation in Kenya, and by and large it's positive, and certainly the economic situation is positive, and the rate of growth is massively greater than here. And it's a place I would like to go to more often. I happen to be semi-retired myself, so I have time to do that, and I'd rather do that in a country where my money goes further than I would in the UK.
Viewers, when we say we are promoting Kenya to the world, we are not just saying that we Kenyans in the diaspora want to invest back home. Actually, much of the investment is coming from foreigners who have got their eyes on Kenya because of the returns on investment, because as well, Kenya is a nice country for people to live in. So watch out, because as we say, we in the diaspora are promoting Kenya the best we can.